Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all the weapons inside of Modern Warfare 3 to see how viable these weapons are to be using inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, as well as the aftermarket conversion kits and the MW2 weapons. So if you guys are new around here and you like to see how weapons perform inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, you're in the right place. So make sure you're subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself on Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Now down below in the description you will also find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Streams have been missing as I've been battling some health issues, and I'm looking to get back into streams this Thursday. So hopefully I will see some of you, if not a bunch of you, over there on streams this Thursday. Now, getting to today's video is something I definitely enjoy doing. There was a new weapon that became available inside of the Battle Pass, which is the shotgun, the Reclaimer. Now, you do need to do 5 challenges in order to unlock the shotgun inside of the Battle Pass. Now, I've gone ahead and completed these 5 challenges and have unlocked the Reclaimer 18 shotgun. I've also gone and max leveled the shotgun, so we're going to be taking a look at the Reclaimer 18 shotgun today, taking it through all 3 tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully by the end of today's video you'll have a really good feel on how the new Reclaimer shotgun 18 performs inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies across all 3 tiers, and whether or not this weapon is going to be something that's a viable weapon for you to be using inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. Now, before we get to the video, I do want to let you all know about our first Black Ops 6 giveaway, as we did hit the subscriber goal of 3,500, and then I had to take a week off due to health reasons. So what I'm going to be doing is tomorrow I am going to be announcing the winner of our very first Black Ops 6 Standard Edition giveaway on the channel. So I'm going to be selecting a winner from a random comments generator on comments on my videos on the channel, and I'm really excited to be able to have this opportunity to give back to all of you for the absolutely amazing support on the channel. So exciting news, and look forward tomorrow to find out who our first winner of the Black Ops 6 Standard Edition giveaway is on the channel. Now, our next giveaway after that is going to happen when the channel reaches 4,000 subscribers. Once we reach 4,000 subscribers, we will unlock the next Black Ops 6 giveaway, and at that time I will let you all know which edition of Black Ops 6 we will be doing for our second giveaway on the channel, whether it is a Standard Edition or a Vault Edition. So with all that exciting news behind us, let's get to the Reclaimer 18 review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that, and I'm very excited for this video today. The Reclaimer shotgun is one that I knew that was coming for a while, and I've been very excited to unlock this and test it out inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. Now, it does have 3 different ammo types, so there is bolo rounds, slug rounds, and dragon's breath rounds. I'm going to tell you right off the hop, don't even bother equipping dragon's breath rounds. It makes this weapon absolutely horrible in my experience. I did test all 3 on runs, and the slug and the bolo rounds seem to be very, very close in damage output. I did feel like the slugs maybe were just a tiny bit stronger. So let me know down in the comments which rounds you feel are best for the Reclaimer 18, the bolo, the slug, or the incendiary. Now, we spawn in and we do our weapon tested videos. I spawn in, I put on my perks, and no additions to the weapon to add any extra damage output to it. So we're no pack-a-punch, we have no tools, and we have no ammo mods, and we pick up our first bounty contract of the day. And we're going to be taking on this Mimic bounty contract inside of Tier 1 with the brand new shotgun at white rarity, like I said, with no ammo mods, no pack-a-punch, and no extra damage to the weapon at all. And I could already tell, like, the damage was there. I wasn't sure what was going on and why this Mimic was taking so long and so many rounds, as I feel like I was getting good damage with the critical shots. When I was doing this bounty contract, I wasn't sure if maybe I had pulled the Mimic too far and he had regen some of his health during the fight, as I actually ran out of ammo during this bounty contract and had to go visit an ammo cache to reload and to be able to finish taking on the bounty contract. So at this point in the testing, I was super excited to get in and test this weapon, but I can give you my honest thoughts right now as I was fighting this first bounty contract of the day at white rarity inside of Tier 1. I was not impressed. I was kind of wondering if this is going to be a big biff and a whole lot of, you know, pillows being shot by this weapon, because I did not feel like the damage was there. Finally managed to finish off our first bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1. Got a self-revive and a perk out of that, which was awesome. So the next thing to do was to visit Pack-a-Punch. I had already visited the machine and meleeed it so that we could keep that camo on the gun for the rest of the run. So now we are Pack-a-Punched 1, white rarity. Again, no ammo mods and no legendary tools or anything on the weapon. We're just white and Pack 1 inside of Tier 1. So I wanted to grab another bounty contract inside of Tier 1 and see if Pack-a-punching the new shotgun is what gave it, you know, some decent damage. And I could already tell just a couple shots into this Mangler. Holy smokes, does that damage output increase just by visiting Pack-a-Punch inside of Tier 1. I was thoroughly impressed right now and very excited to kind of push on and see what this shotgun is capable of, because like we took out that bounty inside of Tier 1, white rarity, only Pack-a-Punched like it was literally nothing. So at this point, it was time to throw on my legendary tool I bring in with me every single match, and Napalm Burst, as that is my favorite ammo mod. You guys will know that if you've been following along in the series for sure. So our next bounty inside of Tier 3 and our last one, or sorry, inside of Tier 1, and our last one in Tier 1 was a Mangler, and we one-shot the Mangler bounty inside of Tier 1. So truly awesome. I was super, super excited to push on through into Tier 2 without increasing any of the damage output. I just wanted to keep it at legendary Pack 1 with Napalm. In that, our last bounty inside of Tier 1, we one-shot. So I didn't feel the need to even Pack 2 to go into Tier 2 and take on our first Tier 2 bounty, which was a Mimic, and I was not surprised. In less than half a magazine, I was able to take out our Tier 2 bounty contract at Pack 1, which was just amazing. And so I went and grabbed another bounty contract inside of Tier 2 at Pack 1 because I was so impressed with how quick that Mimic went that I wanted to see if that was maybe just something lucky or this weapon is definitely viable to be running in Tier 2 at only Pack 1. And yeah, for sure, it wrecked that Mangler. I was just absolutely impressed by how strong this was. So the next thing to do was to go off and take it to Pack-a-Punch 2 and increase the damage output on the Reclaimer 18 shotgun to level 2, and then go and grab ourselves a bounty contract inside of Tier 2. And at this point, I wanted to see if it was going to be a one-shot like our Tier 1 bounty contract was, and it wasn't, but I think that was partially from me missing a couple critical shots. I feel like at Double Pack-a-Punch Legendary on this shotgun, you're going to two-shot bounties inside of Tier 2, maybe 3 or 4 shots if you've missed criticals. Very, very strong, and definitely something I feel that's viable in Tier 2. I mean, you can see it handling the zombies like they're nothing. It just one-shots the zombie, armored or not, it doesn't matter in Tier 2. They are just insta-gone, which is awesome. We got an epic tool out of that, which is awesome. Now, I wanted to show you, when you pack it, with the build I have, you can see when you have 10 rounds that come out of the shotgun. Now, you can see it on the wall there, but I wanted to show you guys in the sky, the firing. You can see just how many rounds it shoots, which is why when it Pack-a-Punch this weapon, it makes it so much stronger. I mean, just look at the spread you're getting with each shot. There's just so much damage you can cover in that area from the shotgun. So absolutely amazing. Next thing to do was to head off into Tier 3 and grab the rest of my perks before venturing into Tier 3 to see if this Reclaimer 18 shotgun is going to be a viable option inside of Tier 3. And when I got in here, based on how it performed on our last bounty contract inside of Tier 1, on our first bounty contract inside of Tier 2, only being Pack 1, I was curious to see how this performed inside of Tier 3 at Pack 2, only being Legendary. And I got lucky when I spawn in and grab my perks from the Wonder Fizz. The next step is always over here to see if this ritual is still available so that I can replenish my legendary tool and PAP 3 crystal I bring in with me on my runs. And I could not believe it. With under 15 minutes to go in the match, there was still a ritual available inside of Tier 3. So you know, I definitely was going to take advantage of that and grab the loot. But I also wanted to use this opportunity to see how viable this shotgun is going to be at Pack 2 Legendary inside of Tier 3, handling the zombies that are coming at me. In that I was doing this ritual and there was going to be a bunch of them coming at me in this one direction on top of this platform here. So definitely a great opportunity to see if it was viable at Double Pack-a-Punch inside of Tier 3. And yes, this thing absolutely was shredding the zombies in tier 3 at only pack 2 with legendary and napalm on it. So definitely impressed. At this point, I still hadn't pack-a-punched it to tier 3 because it was definitely just such a viable weapon to be using inside of tier 3 at only pack 2. I figured let's show you guys how it handles crowd control inside of tier 3, only pack 2. Definitely super strong. This, in my opinion, is probably the strongest shotgun in the game currently. I haven't seen many shotguns be able to handle tier 3 at pack 2 as well as this reclaimer does right now. So now that we had done all of that, showed you crowd control, took out some more zombies, got a ritual done inside of tier 3, it was time to throw on our pack 3 crystal I bring in with me, take the reclaimer and increase its damage output to level 3, and go ahead and pick up our bounty contract inside of tier 3. Now this was a disciple, and you know my thoughts on disciples if you've been following the channel, but this reclaimer was making very quick work and doing substantial damage with each critical shot to this disciple, to the point I was super aggressive. I didn't really have to worry about too much in the way of, you know, anything when it came to the disciple moving around or anything like that. At this point, I was super aggressive. I was feeling super aggressive, super confident running around in tier 3 using this reclaimer. So it was time to take on our good friend Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches, and he was up for the fight today, definitely. He was lasering me as often as he possibly could. You can see here how quickly we were able to finish off Zhorde, the Guardian of the Arches today. Definitely a viable weapon for us to be using inside of tier 3, inside of our Modern Warfare 3 games. And I feel like the build I have is going to allow you to have the 10 rounds instead of 6. Which also means when you pack a punch, you're going to get that many more pellets coming out at the end of the barrel when you shoot it. So definitely stick through to the end of the video to see the build that I used, and let's make any changes that we all feel might be needed to the build down in the comments section, so that we all have an awesome build to run using the Reclaimer 18 inside of our Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. Now at this point, I was really eager to try and get this new shotgun into the Dark Ether, to see just how viable it can be inside of the Dark Ether. However, at this point, I had yet to be able to pick up a sigil from any of the bounty reward rifts that I had done inside of tier 3. I'd used up my sigils and my elder sigils from my stash to help out community members. So if you're looking for people to play with and you're struggling to complete acts or bosses or what have you, or get schematics, feel free to join the small but growing community I have, the Zhorde community. The link for the Discord is down in the description. And feel free to join that. It's a small community, but we are there and we are helping out players complete acts and get schematics almost daily. And I play with my community in there as much as I possibly can, and we just have an absolute tons of fun. It is tons of fun in there for sure. So here we are dealing with our Mega Abomination bounty contract. I went up on that area to kind of control some of the riff-raff and thin them out a bit so I could kind of focus fire a little bit more on the Mega Abomination bounty contract. Now in that I have a shotgun. The reason you saw me not firing at the laser attack there was I was trying to get into a little bit closer range, as of course shotguns don't have the greatest range. So I wanted to try and utilize, you know, the damage distance for when you shoot. For example, SMGs, you want to be close. Their most effective range is going to be close. Same with shotguns. They're not meant to be a long-range weapon, so you want to be up close to maximize the damage output that you're getting with the weapons. So that's why I'm trying to be aggressive and trying to get up into my Mega Abomination's face so I can take him out with the shotgun at close range. And you can see just how well this handles zombies inside of tier 3. Our Mega Abomination contract, we are triple pack legendary with napalm, so max damage output on the Reclaimer shotgun, and it is definitely doing work inside of tier 3. I definitely wasn't concerned about anything in front of me or dealing with crowd control. About the only issue you will have with the Reclaimer 18, I will say, is the reload speed, in that it's a 20-round magazine. So if you don't have mags of holding, you do have to reload 10 times, because it puts in 2 shells at a time. So your reload speed on you know, the 20 rounds is going to take a hot minute for sure. So be prepared for that. Just know that going in. I definitely want to give you guys all the information so that you know. And of course, fighting our one Mega Abomination bounty contract, we had you've had some amazing suggestions in the comments. We have Carl, Pedro the Palace Protector are a couple of the ones that really stuck with me. King William, I think, was one of the mentions. It's you guys have been awesome with the suggestions. So I came up here to get some verticality and to clear out some of the riffraff coming at me, so that hopefully I can get the laser attack to fire up from our Mega Abomination bounty contract. But I believe he was taking some of the damage I was able to dish out when those zombies were climbing up the ladder, because he's almost completely finished here. You can see his damage is almost done. I was feeling very confident, just dropped right down in front of him. I was not worried about what he could do at all, because I knew my damage output on this Reclaimer 18 is just outstanding. Outstanding, for sure. I was just so enjoying doing this. We cannot leave a Mega Abomination out here. You know, Carl or Pedro the Palace Protector, whatever name we're going to go with, you guys keep letting me know. Some more suggestions down in the comments section. It has been an absolute joy. And something I really look forward to reading is the comments on names for the Palace Protector here, whether it's Pedro, William, Carl, I'm not sure, but you guys have come up with some awesome suggestions. So please keep it up. It's been absolutely tons of fun to read through the comments, and I try hard to, you know, interact with each and every one of you guys that take the time to watch the videos and take the extra time to leave a comment on my videos. I truly appreciate all the support, and if I haven't got back to you in the comments section, you know, my apologies. I do my best to try and reply to every single comment, both positive and negative, down in the comment section on my channel, as any feedback and all feedback helps me and my channel and the content grow. So I appreciate all of it. Thank you so much. And you can see our second Mega Abomination inside of Tier 3 right there was not much of an issue. We were able to take care of him. We were able to take care of the entire crowd control inside of Tier 3 too. We are max damage, like I said, on the Reclaimer 18 shotgun. We do have mags of holding on it now. So we don't have to worry about reloading, which is awesome. But earlier in the video, you guys saw how well it handled without mags of holding at Pack 2, and without mags of holding at Pack 3 as well. And like I said, in this match, I was determined to try and get a sigil out of these bounty contracts, but at this point, I was really getting concerned. I was down to about 10 minutes to go. The gas had already started to move in, and I had yet to get a sigil from any of these bounty contracts. And you can see right there, the loot wasn't bad, but it just wasn't a sigil. And then I ran out of time. The storm was approaching in Tier 3. It was time to head out. I made it to the exfil inside of Tier 1, and holy was it a sweaty exfil. I think another player or a team had come and exfilled before killing all the zombies at this exfil. So when I got here and activated the exfil in the storm, I might add, I got all of their leftover riffraff plus my entire exfil's amount of zombies. Absolutely crazy intense exfil inside of Tier 1. Unbelievable. Now, I have to say at the end of the video, the Reclaimer 18 shotgun, is it a viable weapon for us to be running inside of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies? I 100% give it my stamp of approval. I thoroughly enjoyed using this weapon. Definitely something that was fun to use, and definitely something that is super strong to be using against bounties and HVTs across all 3 tiers, for sure. So this is the build that I ran today on the Reclaimer 18, and you can see here the 3 different types of ammunition. There is the Dragon's Breath, the 12-gauge slug rounds, and the bolo shells. Like I said, 12-gauge slug is what I ran today. Bolo shells also seem to do almost identical amounts of damage, and the camo I was using on this weapon today is found inside of your all camos section, and if you scroll down to your fun section, it is in your fun camos, and you will find it by scrolling all the way over to the right, and you will find it right there. It is called Retro Wave, and it is unlocked by getting a camo on the Sledgehammer. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.